Hey everyone, today I want to talk with you about a very exciting feature that I just recently got my hands on, and it involves AI and voiceovers. So I promise it's going to be worth your time. So without further ado, subscribe and let's roll the intro. So recently there's been a lot of debate with, how AI is going to basically intertwine with, the artistic and creative world. I don't know yet, but I do see a lot of, cool features coming out. And I mean, you've probably noticed that a few, music licensing platforms have released those features where, you can basically search for a very popular song and they're going to find you like a similar one from their catalog. I mean, that's cool. But my friends from Artlist recently released a feature that is, AI powered, and you can basically create your own voiceover. Yeah, you heard me right. You type your text and you can choose, from a large catalog of, artists who are basically going to read it. Picture it like Siri, on your phone, how they basically worked with a voice actor to, record their voice catalog, and then you can just talk with her. Well, now picture that, but Siri can make, voiceovers for your videos. I think that's pretty cool, that AI is making features like that possible. It's really crazy to me. So I've been testing it around and I wanted, to show you a sneak peek of how I've been using it and basically what you can expect. Okay, so basically when you open Artlist, you're going to see this new voiceover tab. And once you click on that, you're going to see the different voices available for you to use. Now currently, because I'm testing this like beta version before it is released, there are like about 10-15 voices, but as far as I know, when it's official, there are going to be a lot more voices on here. Yeah, you can click and sample how the voices sound.
Every child deserves someone who believes in them. A single person's faith.
In a small town, unseen forces hunt in the night.
911, what's your emergency?
I think they've done a pretty cool job in basically categorizing them, which voice fits a certain vibe of video. Maybe it's a documentary, maybe it's a very, inspiring branded piece. There is a pretty large variety available. So I was really curious to test, how this thing performs in real life, basically. So I recently shot this spec ad for On Running. It's a 30-second branded piece, basically. The brand itself for which I created it, it's, very focused on this flow between, the movement of athletes and, how this transcends you and, basically transports you to another place where you can perform more. So my whole idea with the campaign was to portray that. Since we are going to be testing an AI feature, I thought to myself, well, let's also open ChatGPT, the other AI tool, and create a voiceover, that can actually fit the vibe of this spec ad that I did. So I went on the On Running website to their, about us page. I read more about the brand, basically copy-pasted, the description that they had provided. And then I went to ChatGPT and with, a bit of back and forth, with instructing it what I exactly want, we came up with, this little abstract piece, which basically is, movement unlocks inspiration, and flow, action, and awareness blur, those type of stuff. And then we ended with dream bigger, dream on, since this is, the motto of the company for which I'm making the spec ad. Once again, I went to Artlist and I was like, okay, let's search for like a voice that's going to be suitable for this. And I found this voice, which is called Secrets currently. And, it really sounded to me like, those funny reels on Instagram where, you see a lady doing ASMR advertising cars and she's like, Rolls Royce, and, those type of things. Here is a sample of how the voice sounds.
Movement unlocks inspiration. In flow, action and awareness blur. Fully immersed, we transcend the ordinary. Dream bigger, dream on.
as you can see, pretty cool. And I thought that with the overall flow and vibe of the video that I had already created, this is going to be very suitable for it. I tested a couple of other voices as well, but I kind of ended up, choosing this one. One thing to know though, since this is AI, it didn't really make pauses, between the sentences. So what I did is, instead of providing it, a one-liner with the whole voiceover, I just divided it into a couple of paragraphs, and I think that way it sounded a bit more natural to me, in a sense that it feels like the voice reading this is making like a pause, to breathe and then say the next sentence. There are also a couple of, voice settings that I noticed on, on Artlist, and you can basically tweak how the voice sounds. Now, I tested those around, but I ended up using the original voice that, they have provided. Afterwards, I opened, my project in DaVinci, I opened the voice, and I, once again cut it into, the different sentences, since it wasn't going to be, one whole piece that I just put under the video. One thing to know, I don't know, maybe it's just in my DaVinci, but when I opened the voice, it was like I was only hearing it from one side, so I had to, make the track stereo so that, we are hearing the voice from left and right. The only thing I tweaked was the volume so that it matches, the music and the sound effects. This is basically how the end result turned out.
A single touch opens new worlds. In flow, action and awareness blur. Fully immersed, we transcend the ordinary. Dream bigger, dream on.
What do you think? I think it's pretty crazy. I mean, I think it sounds super realistic. I mean, it is an actual person reading it, but the AI is making it, basically compound new sentences, if this makes sense. I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited to see where this goes. And, since this is included, in your Artlist subscription, by the way, if you want to sign up for Artlist, I do have an affiliate link. It's in the description. And if you sign up through it, you're going to receive 2 months free on top of an annual subscription. So I think it's worth it. I think, Artlist is really a one-stop shop platform that, currently you have music, you have sound effects, you have the voiceover tool, and, a lot of other templates and transitions. So basically for the online creator, I think it's everything you need, and it comes at a fraction of the price. Because with licensing, I've worked with voiceover actors. And for one campaign, our client, they had us do 19 revisions. So we had to, basically re-record the voiceover 19 times and have our sound designer work on it 19 times. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to work, in every scenario, but maybe you can use it, in the initial drafts for your client, to see how this is going to sound, and then, hire a voice artist like in the end for the final round. Or if it's, really, if you're making like reels or, more of like online content, it's not like a big branded campaign, I truly think that you can make this work. It's really going to sound as real if, a person basically read that script. So I think that's amazing. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to use this tool. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. So subscribe, like, do all the things. Please support me. I'm really excited about this, whole YouTube journey that I'm on currently. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next one. And I can't make this since my camera and lens are very, further along. So what we were going to do is, let me see how, Hi, I'm still here.